What is NHL boarding, and what is charging? Imagine watching a game and suddenly seeing a player violently push an opponent into the boards or accelerate before hitting someone. These plays can look intense, but they are also subject to specific rules and penalties. Today, we're breaking down what NHL boarding and charging really mean and how they're different. Boarding happens when a player pushes, trips, or body checks an opponent in a way that causes that player to hit the boards dangerously or violently. The key point is the impact with the boards, especially when the player is in a vulnerable position, like not expecting the hit or having their back turned. It's not just a legal check. It's when the force used is excessive or the intent is to cause harm. The NHL penalizes boarding to prevent serious injuries like head, neck, or spinal injuries. The severity of the penalty depends on how hard the hit was and if it caused injury. If the hit was less severe and no injury resulted, the player gets a 2-minute minor penalty. If it was more violent, it can be a 5-minute major penalty. When the hit causes injury, the player might face a game misconduct, which means they are ejected from the game. If the hit was deliberate and meant to injure, it can even lead to a match penalty, which results in ejection and possible further discipline like suspensions or fines. Repeat offenders risk longer suspensions and fines under NHL discipline rules. Charging is a different kind of penalty. It happens when a player takes multiple strides or accelerates excessively before hitting an opponent. The focus here is on the buildup of speed and force, not necessarily where the hit occurs. If a player builds up a lot of speed and then crashes into someone, that's charging. It's considered reckless because the hit is delivered with more force than a normal check. Both boarding and charging are designed to keep players safe. Boarding is about the dangerous impact into the boards, while charging is about the excessive force used in a hit. Sometimes, a single hit can be both boarding and charging if a player accelerates too much and drives a defenseless opponent into the boards. Officials look at the intent, the force, and the outcome to decide which penalty applies. Understanding these rules helps officials enforce the game fairly and protect players from serious injuries. The NHL's disciplinary system uses these rules to decide on penalties, suspensions, and fines based on how dangerous and intentional the play was. So next time you see a big hit, remember that there are clear rules in place to keep the game safe while still allowing the physical style of hockey.